folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So everything seems to be going pretty well on the station side of things and everything's going through. The one thing that's not going to go through today, and it's not going to happen today, is the mobile application. As to why, obviously it's something to do with updates or whatever. It's going to be coming in the next couple of days. So we've got 3 hours ago just waiting on Google to approve our updated extension, then Interchain Station is a go. So the likelihood is your desktop application is just going to automatically update. I think the web based one as well, that's just going to likely update itself. What's it all going to look like? And you're probably Bernie Mac. I've been I've been looking at what Classy and Crypto King are saying about each other. It's hilarious. So it's going to look something like this, and the likelihood is you're going to see Terra, Osmosis, and all these different things. It may look slightly different, but it's definitely going to look different as to how it looks now. We pretty much know who's going to be on board and who's not going to be on board at first, and the likelihood is you're going to have access to a lot more coins than you did before. You're going to have a lot more options for staking, but the main kind of point I want to get at in this video is that Station it's about to become more than you can imagine. Imagine a DEX that is built for the decentralized community, and there's so many different kind of whispers in the wind about USTC making a comeback as a stable or LUNC being a stable. I've heard this in many different places. No doubt you've seen a couple of posts about it. Whether it's true or not, none of us really know because we're not. So the people behind Station, behind everything, you're seeing Jared from TFL doing it, and this is because TFL as a whole are doing this, but the mastermind behind this is Do Kwon, and he really is leading the charge behind what the new interchain system is. And then they're likely going to slowly start introducing the world to what Feather Protocol is, which is the ability to whip up a blockchain and a coin within a matter of seconds inside this decentralized space, right? And therefore that blockchain will pay taxes to the ultimate system, which is Luna, right? So in the end run, I think the idea is to literally consume the decentralized market, provide good DEX tools and all of these different kind of things for people. And this is why I've wanted to follow Interchain from the beginning and be part of Station, because it knocks out the ability for so many different people to use things against this community. And one of those things recently, if I go to my profile, because I'm back at home now behind my desk, so I had access to the files, but I never want to find ourselves in a position like this.
They can suffer.
That's wherever.
Yeah, I understand that, but until Rebel Station gets paid for, I don't care. They can suffer.
I don't ever want us to be in a position where the tools we need in our day-to-day basis of what our blockchain is becomes a tool that's utilized against the community. That's a big no-no for me, and it wipes out so many different things, and it gets us into an environment where we kind of are part of something way bigger than ourselves. Yes, we've got this L1 development team that are doing all these different things, but it actually takes a huge load off of them in the future. They don't have to do all of these different things. They just pretty much have to meet an agenda. So that agenda recently was a list of different things. One of those was the BEC 32, which is the Terra part at the beginning of all of our addresses. So here you see the Terra 1. Instead, it should be Terra C once this change happens and Lunc becomes integrated. So the likelihood is we're going to see the mobile app in a few days. We're going to see all of these different changes. Just know that you don't need to unstake anything. You don't need to undelegate, or however you want to call it. You don't need to move unless you want to, of course, unless this is something that you want to do, but it's not something you need to do. Everything's automated. We move over to a new system. There are different screenshots. I wonder if I can find one quickly just at the end of this video. Oh, it's nice not to be shaking hands with my laptop. Okay, let's go back a little bit. It only goes back that far. Maybe that is the only post of it. So like I said, it's going to look similar to this, but the overall feel, the overall look should look how it did before for us. and this is really good. The likelihood is this is going to create a lot of FOMO. There's going to be a lot of people that get very hyped up about this. They get very excited. Projects are likely going to be very excited. People who want to build are now seeing this comeback happening of this great coin that capitulated, that crashed. And everybody knows that the best opportunities in 2023 are likely going to be people that have struggled, gone downhill, they've continued to build, and then they rise with the overall market. Because I know a lot of us say, Bitcoin goes up and everything goes up with it, but XRP didn't run in the last bull run for the specific fact of what it's caught up in, all of the different court cases. It really didn't run with the overall broader consensus of things. So this for us is really bullish, and the fact we're not being left behind, the fact that none of this can be used against us, and there is this level of we have a way better chance of not having things used against us and us having to pay for the most silliest things which we need every day, and it needs consistent attention. It's going to get all of this attention pretty much from TFL. We'll just have to more or less fulfill the quota, do what they're asking on a scale of what do they need us to do to make changes to continue to be part of the cosmos. And this is all part of IBCs moving forward and all of the different things that are going to happen in the next few weeks and the coming months. It's going to change the way you see Lunar Classic, because if you're not following Osmosis, you probably should be, for the simple fact that they update so many different things as to what is actually going on with everything. They're the ones that do all of the mapping, and they do so many different things with the community. I listened in to their AMA recently, or whatever this little chat was, and it was actually really interesting to hear them speaking about, how useful the LUNC community is, how well spoken we are, and that we make ourselves known. We're not afraid to speak up, so to speak, for this tiny little coin that we've been left with. So I'm really, really excited for the next few weeks as to what's coming and where this all leads, because ultimately it opens up doors for so many different, all of these blockchains you're seeing here more or less is going to have the doors opened up to it. This gives us so much of a higher chance to burn more coins, do more things, build more stuff, gain liquidity elsewhere, bring it to our own blockchain. And it's all about interweaving, integrating, and where we stand now, I guess it really doesn't matter who you haven't got on with and all of these different things. We should just all push towards this. And at the end of it all, we'll all have Lamborghinis. We can sit on a beach, drinking peach daiquiris and eating Twixes if that's what you feel like doing. Folks, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. Let me know if you're excited for Interchain. Don't forget you can delegate LUNC coins with us with our validators node. We do burn once a month. That's 50% of what we get. And yeah, just stay safe. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. And I'll catch you in the next one.
By listeners like you. By listeners like you, our revenge is made possible. By listeners like you. By listeners like you, our revenge is made possible. By listeners like you.